Do you hear that? I think the tea is ready. You're listening to Pop of Tea. Welcome back, everyone. You're listening to Pop of Tea podcast with your host, me, Danielle, and Sydney. Hey.
Hi.
How's it going?
It is going. 4 more days left until I can drink.
Yes,
I've been counting down the days
it.
because the other day, Snapchat decided to show me what I was doing a year ago, which is like so rude of them.
Let's
because
take
guess
them
where
down
I was?
memory lane. Let's.
I was in Atlantic City, New Jersey, in a club, literally shoulder to shoulder with people, no masks, obviously.
Yeah, I was making out with a random. Honestly, to think about that when we were there,
oh my
like,
God.
you just didn't think twice about.
No,
Like, it's weird. It's never gonna be normal again.
It's never gonna be like
Because you're
that.
always gonna think.
I mean,
like,
it's gonna take a long time.
a
Like, I
long
would say like
time.
10 years.
at least because I don't think I would go to a club. Well, I have a boyfriend now, but even if just like situation, whatever.
Right.
Like, I don't think I would go to a club even if in a year if everything was cleared up and make out with a random. Like, I just don't think I would.
No, like I would always be thinking about germs and getting sick.
Like, where's
and-
your mask?
Yeah.
I do that with movies now. I'm like, oh my God, there's so many people. Like, where are their masks? And I'm like, Danielle, come on.
I know. You're like, whoa, this is weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, and I took a million Snapchats that night. I'm so sorry to anyone who his friends and saw that and had to go watch it. I mean, you probably didn't watch all of it, but
Tap through.
yeah, tap through. But I was just in that moment. I was at work and I'm like, damn, I'm really like, I haven't had alcohol in weeks. I haven't been in a club environment and I just wanted that so bad. And I still do. Like,
Yeah.
I almost want to recreate a club at my house. I just want the music
Yo.
and alcohol.
Yeah, well, we were just talking about those TikToks where it's like this, like, how do you describe that? It's like the club music, like
Yeah,
putting
it's like
putting you as if you're in a club.
in the bathroom, right?
Yes, and like
Yeah.
you hear the music bumping.
You
and
hear
it's
it
like,
distant, but you hear the bass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Oh,
miss that.
really hit hard.
Yes.
Like,
if you've seen the TikTok, you know exactly
yeah, you
what
know
we're talking about.
You know what we mean. Or just like being in a bathroom drunk and like looking in the
Mhm.
mirror and being like, yeah, like let's get it. Like, let's
Yeah.
go. I'm ready to rage. I really, really miss it. And the closest I've had to that feeling was the Loud Luxury Drive-In concert.
Yes,
That was fun.
That was fun.
That was a great time.
But also, like, we had to drive. Well, you had to drive.
Right. I couldn't fully enjoy myself.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and my car took a little hit, but
Yeah.
so yeah, like definitely just miss Uber, like getting dropped off at a club and like getting really drunk, dancing and not caring about germs or viruses.
I know this is kind of like going off track, and I didn't really plan to talk about all this, but
Yeah.
like even this past summer I went to Sea Isle with my friends, and like last year when we went, it was one of my first times going, and I don't know if you've ever been to Sea Isle, New Jersey.
Have I don't know, but I've heard
There's a lot
I know
of,
there's a
like-
lot of bars.
Yes,
It's
and it
pretty
was
fun.
so fun. Like,
yeah.
and then we went back this year, and they were open, like the outside parts, but obviously like you were spread apart. It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not like, because you can't stand at a bar,
Yeah.
and like even you couldn't get up from your table to
That
even dance. You know what I
sucks.
mean?
What's the point?
Exactly.
What is the point? I actually heard this bar in Phoenixville, Molly McGuire's.
Isn't that where we did trivia
Yeah.
the one time?
Yeah. They now have a DJ come in like for weekends, and you can go like eat dinner and sit at a table with like a DJ and playing music. It's almost like it's like the club vibes, but you're literally, there's a family of 4 eating dinner at
my
like
God.
8 p.m.
I mean, if you go with a group of friends, that could be fun.
That's what I
like
said.
dancing at your table.
Yeah, I would.
Or,
I
like,
would probably
chilling
go
at your table.
Yeah, like that sounds kind of fun, but
Yeah.
I just can't imagine like you're going out with the kids and there's this DJ playing like all the new songs from this year. You're like, I'm just trying to eat.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's what we have to do.
it's true.
It's crazy.
Well,
But yeah, so sober January. Don't think I will do it again. I don't feel any different.
okay.
I will say, like, obviously not being hungover is nice.
I think I only drank one time this month.
Wow.
So yeah, that's why I didn't do it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I drank New Year's Eve, but that doesn't count.
No, that was 2020.
This Saturday, I'm indulging. It's mine and Chris's 3-month anniversary.
Oh my gosh. I don't mean to like one up you or anything, but Tuesday is my 1 year.
No, I knew it was coming up
Okay.
soon. No,
I'm
I
like,
knew.
3
Yeah.
months, try 12, honey. But
oh my God, that's great.
yeah, so like that's cool. I
that
don't
is
think we
a big one
celebrated
out.
3. We went out for dinner on 6,
Mm.
and for a year we're literally doing dinner out
That's
at a
fine.
restaurant. Like
There's
a
not much
nicer
else
one.
to do.
I know. But it's not even on our anniversary night because, well, he works till like 8 and I work during the day. But we're going out next Saturday.
Okay.
We're grouping V-Day.
Okay,
And our
because they're so
anniversary.
close.
Yeah, I'm like, why would we celebrate twice? Like, let's just do dinner between the two and be like, hey, we're celebrating it all. Like,
right.
And we're not doing presents for Valentine's Day or anything.
Okay. I don't know what we're doing for V-Day.
Yeah.
I did get him like something very small because I feel like it's more like
it's just
the girl, like the dude gets the girl, like the cliche shit.
I know, and I don't want that.
Oh, see, it's been a while for me since I've had that, so I'm
fair.
Like, I hope
I've never gotten that, and maybe that's because I don't. Maybe that's why I don't want it. It's because I've never had that. But not a flower girl.
Really?
No, I'm not.
The one time I got flowers from a dude was after I broke up with him.
Oh.
So yeah, I would like flowers just like for a good occasion this
like,
time.
Yeah, like hey, happy Valentine's Day, flowers.
Yeah,
that's nice.
But you know, it is what it is. Okay.
Moving on.
Shall we dive in?
Yes.
All right. I think we have to start with Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker.
Yeah.
Let's pull up our handy dandy.
And we all know
notes.
who Kourtney Kardashian is, but do we know who Travis Barker is?
Travis Barker?
I didn't know him. First of all, I really didn't know him before Machine Gun Kelly's album because he's a producer.
I didn't realize. Yeah, so I did some digging.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a producer on it, and he also is a drummer for it. He drums in a lot of the songs.
Wasn't he on the YouTube?
Yes,
thing?
He was in the movie. Yeah, he was in a lot, and I think that like I don't want to say he's the drummer for every song on the album, but a lot.
Right,
and he's also a producer. So that's how I really knew him just this past year. But he's also the drummer for Blink-182.
Right,
which didn't know. I don't know any of the members in Blink
182. Like, you just know Blink 182. You don't know Travis Barker, the drummer. Yeah.
Right.
So really quick, he's 45. He's been married twice, has 2 kids, 15, 17.
He's really close with the stepdaughter, a third girl from his last marriage.
Okay.
It's not his daughter, but it's his stepdaughter. But he's still close with her.
That's
because
nice.
He posts with 3 kids all the time. And I'm like, who is that third girl? It's just the girl from his past marriage, whatever.
Okay. So for me, why this is so interesting of a relationship is his look.
Yeah.
And like, no offense.
No.
But he's
Scott Disick and Travis Barker are complete opposites, looks wise.
Yeah. Like picture. Okay. So Travis Barker, he's a white dude and he's got tats everywhere.
Face, neck. Probably head.
Yeah, honestly.
I don't know what his body looks like, actually. I've only really seen his face.
All I could see was the neck.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know what
all
his
I
body
kept staring
looks
at.
Like.
I'm just surprised that she's into that. But hey, I guess, personality matters more.
Right. Well, so they've been friends also.
For a long time.
For a while. Like back in like the like OG days when Keeping Up with the Kardashians just started.
Yeah.
And he had his own reality show called Meet the Barkers or something. So they kind of both, and don't they live near each other?
Yeah.
Like they're neighbors or something.
Yeah, they've been neighbors. And then I saw they've been friends for years. And in 2018, they were speculated to be dating. Yeah. Because they were like spotted at a dinner together. And then again.
She shot that down. Said they were just friends.
Yes. And then again in 2019, they were spotted together again. But then a source that is close to them said no. Like it was strictly platonic, whatever. But why the rumor started again now was based on like Instagram stuff.
He's commenting, like he commented a rose emoji.
Yes,
on
he
her
did.
One selfie.
Yeah, and then
why else do we think? I mean, reports are just out saying they're dating.
They're dating
like for a couple months now.
Yes,
and their kids hang out. I think they said.
Yeah, I think the last like straw was they posted separately on their own Instagram stories. They were both at Kris Jenner's Palm Springs house by the pool.
That's a classic sign. Like when they post same location, that's what Scott and Amelia did
when they were in Mexico. Right.
Yeah.
It's like they're in the same spot.
You're together.
Just
show us you guys together. It's not that
so
hard.
Yeah, I mean, reports are fully out that they are dating. And I mean, it's a totally different vibe for her, but I'm here for it. Like,
I'm here for it.
I mean, they've been friends. They obviously have things in common if they're friends. Yeah. And he seems like a good dad. She's a really good mom.
I saw that was like something that she found attractive is how good of a dad he is, which makes sense. Did you know that he survived an awful plane crash in 2008?
Really?
Oh my God. Okay. So yeah, I did some real digging.
Jeez, you went back in the archives.
I think this might be why he has all these tattoos, because he suffered, over 65% of his body was burned. What? He spent 4 months in burn centers and underwent 27 surgeries. Then
how does he have all these tats?
Well, maybe his skin, I don't know. That was a while ago, so maybe it's healed, but like, I think his look, like, he definitely looked a little different because he almost died. And
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was a small plane that the pilot died. The like 4 people died except for him and his like friend / band member. Wow. But then the band member ended up dying a couple months later.
Oh,
from like an overdose. So yeah, and now he says he won't fly. He refuses to fly until,
I don't blame him.
I wouldn't either, until his kids ask him to. Like, if his kids are like, I want to go to Australia, we have to fly, and he will do it for them.
Okay.
But he refuses. He didn't go on tours, I saw, for Blink-182 because he didn't fly.
Well, why couldn't he just take a tour bus? Oh, to like out of the country.
Like, yeah.
Wow.
I saw he took a boat like to Europe or something.
Holy cow.
He avoided flying.
I would be scarred too.
Oh, I know. He said his whole body was in flames. Like, and he thought he was going to die.
Can you imagine like seeing your body on fire?
No,
I can't. That's insane.
So I thought that was really wild. And he's had drug problems. He's,
yeah.
But yeah, like definitely a different vibe for Kourtney. But
totally. Do you think it's going to last?
You know why I think it might is because Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox are working out. And I've heard that the 4 of them hang out.
Oh, what a weird.
Because that's also a weird matchup, but they seem to be doing really well. So
maybe this is good for Kourtney. Yeah, because I feel like she always goes for younger dudes.
Yeah,
and this one's a little bit older. Yeah, I
like
think she's 42-ish. And he seems like, obviously with his kids, and he has his career and everything. Like, it just seems like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm into
the thought of like Megan Kelly, Megan Fox, Kourtney,
just
all
so
of them,
random.
Machine Gun Kelly, and just all hanging out is like.
I would love to be a fly on the wall.
I know.
Wow,
that's crazy.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm happy for them.
Speaking of Kardashians, before we started recording, thankfully it happened before we started.
Something's gonna happen after.
Yeah,
something will.
All the Kardashians posted on Instagram that their final 20th season on E! of the reality show is premiering March 18th. So I'll be watching.
I might watch.
Still sad, but then I'll just watch them on Hulu.
Yeah.
So
I just want to see some shit about the divorce. Like,
Kim is still so unbothered.
I know. Or she's just not. She's waiting until something comes out on the show. Or I don't know. Something's got to give. Kanye's been silent. Right?
Yeah, he was spotted for the first time the other day, like getting off a plane.
Really?
But I mean, what is there to that? Like,
right? Nothing.
Yeah. Great. Bachelor Nation.
Bachelor Nation, where you at?
Okay. Dalio. Dale. Schmally. Let me tell you, he's pissing me off.
I don't like him, and I don't think I ever liked him. I just liked him and Claire. Like, I liked the love aspect, but personally as a person, I don't like him.
At first I thought she was super annoying by pushing, but now I'm annoyed by him.
Yeah.
On Instagram, like smiling.
Oh, I know. And like, his stupid hat that doesn't go over his ears. Do you see?
His ears are so like small.
Yeah, and weird. They're weird. And I don't like his hair. I don't like it.
He's not as cute as I thought he was on the show.
No, you're right.
He's not.
But his mystery woman basically was revealed.
Where are my notes for this? Oh,
I don't know.
Here we go. I was like, no, did they get deleted? Okay, yeah. So let's rewind. Last Thursday, we ended recording and news dropped that Dale's mystery woman has been revealed, or that he was even cheating.
Yeah, apparently he's been cheating. He cheated on Claire the whole time that they weren't together, which backs up the rumors that came out right after the show ended, when he was in New York, that he was like going out to dinner with a mystery woman, and he said it was business, whatever, but it actually turns out to be his realtor, which you could play as being a business.
Yeah, you could.
Transaction, but
who goes to dinner with their realtor?
Right.
Like
a romantic, like a dinner spot. Like, you're not just grabbing burgers.
Right. like you're getting
you're
dressed
going out
up
to dinner. That's weird.
So how do you say her name? Do you know?
No, I forget her name.
I'm gonna say, I probably am butchering this. Eleonora Srugo.
Sure.
She
Is she
is
private?
right.
Yeah, she was public on Instagram, but she probably went private now. I mean, whatever. She's a realtor. I think Claire, looks wise, is hotter.
Yeah. Claire's prettier.
Yeah,
probably. But that's just our opinion.
That's just us.
So that happened, and the next note that I have, but if you have something that fits in between this, tell me. He then posted an Instagram story, a video addressing how people are like, how are you doing so good during this time? Like, why are you showing that you're smiling and happy, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just took some quotes from it because the whole thing would be too long to say, but some quotes he said. I finally feel comfortable getting on here after having some time to process everything.
What, 2 weeks? Okay.
Yeah, right. And then he says, I know a lot of you have seen me smile on social media and say I don't seem as hurt or burdened by this, but that's the farthest thing. This time has sucked. Okay. And then the last thing I wrote was, I wanted nothing more than to make this relationship work.
Doesn't seem. Do
we
like
believe
it.
him?
No, not for a second.
I think he's very much all for show.
Yeah.
On social media. And I didn't think that about him before. I feel like he wants to be the first to have something to say over her.
Yeah.
And I guess she's just letting him do it.
I don't know. I mean, she hasn't really done much. She's kind of taking the silent, like, stay off approach because it's true. Like, if you're going through a really hard time, the last thing you want to do is post anything on Instagram. And if you do, it's going to be sad, but you don't want to, like, share that to Instagram because it's a highlight reel. It's not supposed to be sad
shit. The one thing that I noted that she did post was that running video with the song I'll Rise Up.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I think this is her way.
Or that's something. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Dale, you really went to the bottom of my list of favorite Bachelor people because
Paradise, you think?
Probably.
I don't think her. I think him.
I hope not.
I don't think they would place them together.
Oh, no, that shouldn't happen.
No.
But yeah, if one of them's gonna go, it should be him. But who's gonna want him?
Yeah, after all this,
like,
yeah, maybe they won't. But I'm trying to think how I would feel watching him again on TV.
I feel like he was so manipulative on TV. He gave everyone what they wanted, and he gave Claire what she wanted. Because
I wonder
we were all
why
like, oh, they're in
work.
love, because he's not saying anything like, oh, I'm not ready for this, or
he was just kind of silent and stupid. Like, I wanted him to speak up because you could tell he was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But he just wouldn't do it.
He was kind of being held against his will at some points, and you're like, bro, you can
say
you can stop this. You're involved. You're just as much as involved as she is.
One last note that I have on this that I wrote was a source, I don't know who, said that Dale wanted to post his Instagram statement a week earlier than he actually did, but Claire asked him for some time to process it all. So he waited a week and then he posted. So, I mean, I don't blame her. I'd be like, dude, it hasn't been that long. Like, give me some time before you put it out and it's official. Like,
right. Like, some people, I mean, like celebrities, some people wait months before they release an official statement. Yeah, they're like, we've been separated for months now. That's a lot of people say that. And you're like, oh, okay. So they like, this is just normal life now.
Yeah. I feel like Dale, he's let the fame, if that's even what you want to call it, get into his head a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even think he's famous. I mean, no, people know who he is, but he's not like a Kardashian.
No, he's not famous. He's Bachelor famous, which it's getting bigger
in
and
that
bigger
fandom.
these days.
He's famous, but okay. All right. So we'll keep you updated if there's any more Instagram things that they post.
So episode.
Yeah. So
what even happened? You know how you said last week that this is the lowest rating season, rated season.
Yeah.
Now I see that because I, not because of the episode, but I went on a Facebook account that I follow, and all of the comments were like,
negative.
This season is the worst. I stopped watching. And I'm like, oh, like people actually, and these are all like the moms of Facebook, kind of like the older women
who watch this.
Yeah. But a big reason for this is the bullying and it's
not nice.
It's not good. It is toxic. Like, I wouldn't want my daughter watching this, like if she was younger, because before it's like fun and lighthearted, but now it's like you're seeing Victoria on the screen and girls are going to think this is how you can act.
Yeah. And honestly, at this point, the Victoria thing, it's making the ratings worse. It's backfiring, I think.
I think everyone is calling them out and being like, this is a producer plant. Like, this is not how she is. She doesn't portray herself in this way on Instagram.
No.
On Good Morning America, wasn't she saying like the girls actually liked me and I'm nice and we were friends?
She said like the show didn't show my kind side. But truthfully, like, you can be kind, but if you're truly a kind person, you don't say those things in front of like any. You know what I'm saying? Like,
here's a sneaky one. MJ, big mean girl, and I did not see that coming. Like, in the beginning, I literally was like, "Ooh, this girl." I tweeted from the account.
Cool, right?
I said MJ's too cool for The Bachelor. She's not. She's
a bully. And I mean, obviously the girl Anna cannot.
Oh my God. She's also awful. I love all the Mean Girls like references and memes, but it's actually at this point it's bad. The drama, like the girls have never been this ruthless on another season.
I think part of it is because they're all so young. And like, this is like catty young girl shit.
Probably.
Like, if you put girls who are in like their late 20s, early 30s, mid 30s, they're not going to act like this.
No.
So I hope they learn and don't put 21, 22-year-olds on anymore. Yeah. Like, no offense, but goodbye.
I mean, yeah, think of what you would do. I've never been in that situation. I've never been in a sorority house or like around that many girls at once, but who knows what would come out, you know?
I know. I just think they're too immature. Some of them.
That's fair.
So the episode starts and new girls show up. 5 new girls.
Yeah.
And the other girls are, not surprisingly, they're pissed. Mm-hmm. And they were convinced that it was Sarah coming back. I thought that was so funny.
That was hilarious. They're like, it's Sarah. It's Sarah.
Right.
Sarah's back?
Yeah. They're like, is Sarah there? But no. 5 new girls.
And I don't really even know their names. I know there's like a Catalina.
Catalina was the one with the crown.
She was a Miss something.
Puerto Rico,
maybe.
I think so. And Victoria was not having that.
Had to be scripted.
Had to be.
Who the hell?
Who does that?
Goes up to someone and is like, that's mine. Like, and you don't even know them.
Takes the crown right off her head and puts it on her own.
No,
I can't.
Producer.
I can't. Because I think I would be like, excuse me, don't touch me. Like, what?
Do you also feel like this show is like not even about Matt and his love journey at all? It's about the girls.
I was just thinking at this point, I don't even have a sophisticated guess on who he's going to end up with.
No.
Because it's so not about finding love. Like, with Claire and Tayshia, maybe not so much Claire, but with Tayshia, I really felt like she was like, it was about
the guy drama was like stupid. It didn't go deep. Yes. It really didn't. And when it did, it was kind of entertaining.
Right.
This drama is just kind of like, ooh, like
it's too much of the episode.
Yeah.
Like, we talk more about the fights than we do the dates.
And honestly, I don't think Matt's ready for an engagement.
I don't think
he's
so
never
either.
been in love. I think he is going to get a girlfriend out of this.
Yeah, I don't see him ending up engaged. I don't know. I'm bored by him.
Yeah, I'm really bored by him.
Unfortunately,
he laughs at everything. Does he not? And his laugh is like, ha ha.
And
it's so like deep.
I don't know if you noticed this, but I feel like when the conversation lulls with him and the girls, his automatic go-to is just kiss them.
Yes. Like, he just leans in.
Yes. And I'm like, well, maybe think of something else to say. Like, instead of kissing everyone when there's an awkward pause, like, just maybe say, what's your parents like? I don't know.
Yeah. Like reflect.
I think kissing is his go-to when he feels uncomfortable. I don't know. It's just something I've noticed.
It shouldn't be, because the eyes are open.
Yes.
I did make a note and I was like, I can't figure out why I don't like this season. Maybe it's Matt. I don't know. But it's probably a mix of everything. Matt, the drama, all of the information that's come out about the girl, like some of the girls kind of thing, like social media really.
Well, what about the whole thing about the escort?
Oh, yeah.
So one of the new girls,
she's entertaining men for money.
And all the memes about the Crest white strips.
Endless.
It's so good. Why
I love
does she
it.
talk like that?
I don't know, but and her when she's not talking, her mouth goes like she has a weird resting face. And I didn't hate her in the beginning. I really didn't.
She kind of was random. I'm surprised she's still there, honestly.
Yeah.
Because boring. But yeah, so she calls out one of the new Anna calls out one of the new girls, Brittany, for potentially being an escort because she hangs out with a lot of wealthy dudes back in Chicago, which is
how do you know?
She said people reached out to her and said,
watch out for this girl.
Yeah.
But like, they're not supposed to have their phones.
Exactly.
That's the thing I'm not sure about, because she came later. The girls didn't know this girl was coming.
That's why I think this is a lie.
Before the show started, was Anna, or before filming started, was was someone like Brittany named Brittany. Watch out for her. And she was like, I don't know Brittany. And then when Brittany came, was she like, oh, that's who they were talking about? How would you remember?
Because at first she said we're from the same area, but then she said she knew her. I'm like, so what is it? Like you like people you know her, or you know her?
Right. And in this also, like, that's not even the worst thing that could be said about someone. Like, so what? So what? She's an escort. I mean,
it is damaging to her. Like, it could be very damaging to her, like, career maybe or something. So like, you shouldn't start those rumors. But yeah, it could be worse. Like, she's a murderer.
Yeah, it could be way worse. Like, oh, she sends feet pics to dudes for money. Like, sign me up. I want to do that. I need money, and I would love to use my feet for it. But I don't know. I just kind of felt like, all right, so what? And thankfully, most of the girls were kind of like on Brittany's side,
right?
Being like, why would she say that? Yeah. I don't know.
How do you feel about the new girl, Michelle, the one-on-one date? Everyone loves her.
I don't think I do.
Really?
No.
I think
they were so aggressive. You know what I mean? It was like they were like so fiery and like in your face. I'm like, whoa, like slow the hell down. Like she was like, how many kids do you want? And they were just, I don't know.
I feel like though this is the first time I've seen him so comfortable with someone on the show. Like I feel like this is the only real chemistry, maybe besides Serena P. And like,
that's a good point.
Like I just felt like this was a good date.
That's a good point. The date was really good.
But why also did he pick a new girl for a one-on-one?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like he has all these girls who have been there for 3 weeks, and then this girl comes in and it's like love at first sight.
Yeah, I'd be pissed off if I was.
It's a little weird. We'll probably not hear from her again because like Abigail, what the hell happened to her?
And she, when someone was bullying someone else or like laughing about something, she was laughing too. Like in this episode too. I'm like, all right, maybe she's not.
Yeah,
like,
maybe she's not who we thought she was. Like sweet little Abigail. I don't know.
Or maybe she just like buckles under peer pressure. Like, you know what I'm trying to say. Like, she's like, everyone else is laughing, so I guess I'll laugh too. So I'm not awkwardly not with the group.
Well, that's why Katie is the MVP. She's my favorite right now. Yeah. Who's your favorite girl? If you had to pick one.
After week 1, I would have said Abigail. Now, I guess Katie. But honestly, like no one's really standing out to me.
I like Mari.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just kind of there, but I think she's really pretty.
Yeah, I guess Katie, because she's a good person. But that's the weird thing about the season is I'm not like for Tayshia's season, I was like, I want her to be with Ben. Like I love Ben.
Right, but there's no one standing out.
And even like actually the other dudes were good, like Brendan and Ivan. Like I feel like we really genuinely liked all of them.
Man, that season was so much better. It sucks because the production and the production value and like the scenery is way better for Matt's season, but the content's not good.
Yeah,
clearly, because I think the executives are really like trying to edit and trying to get the views, and it's not working out for them.
Oh, you know who I like also? Brie.
Oh, I like Brie a lot.
Yeah,
she's just she's the young one, right? Is she 20? No, she's 26.
Yes, and she was the one that went on the date with the ATVs.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I like her. Yeah, she's a top contender.
Okay, so also I have in all caps, why are we fighting? Why are we fighting each other in the boxing match? Ugh. Why are we always fighting on this show? I don't understand it.
I don't know. And it's not funny for girls.
It's not funny.
Like, even for the guys, I was like, ugh. But
at least it's like dudes fighting. They can handle it.
Right. Like, girls fighting, I mean,
you can't imagine
what I would do in that situation.
Because I was thinking, like, depending on who I'd be paired up against, like, I'd either do okay or I would get beat up.
I mean, you're wearing like they have the head thing and they're wearing mouth guards, but that they can hit your chin, right? Like you're not completely protected.
No. And finally, thank God he like intervened. Matt intervened when
that was kind of
who
funny.
punched Serena
They're like,
P?
all right. I don't know. I don't remember, but
that girl Lauren, she punched Serena P like right in the nose.
Yeah.
I'm like, can someone say something?
Ice it. I know.
So I guess he cut the date short and was like, I
also went before they came out into the ring. I was like, they're going to be half naked. They're going to be oiled up. And they weren't.
No.
A little disappointed. Because I'm like, that would be on brand for them.
Right. Because they did that on Tayshia's
They did that
season.
for the guys. Yeah. Like, I was surprised they didn't have like a mud pit or, they've done that for past seasons for girls.
I just wish that they wouldn't have people fight each other. I hate that.
Yeah. Because first of all, they're already, you're in that situation. So you have pent up aggression and you're not yourself. They haven't been with their phones allegedly. And it's just not a healthy environment.
It's not.
And there's all this drama, and then physical aggression.
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
It's not good.
It makes me uncomfortable. I didn't want to watch it.
Yeah.
And
They need to stop.
I wish they would stop that.
Yeah.
Like, no one wants to be physical like that.
Agreed.
So the last note I have, and it's actually a question, is, so how do you feel about Katie going to tell Matt that there's a lot of bullying? Because I feel like that could go either way. Like, sometimes I don't like when the people tell the Bachelor, Bachelorette that there's shit going on.
Right. But I think in this instance, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
I think she made a good move. He should know what's going on. But he also seems a little overwhelmed and a little like naive with things.
Yeah. Because it's like, do you tell them or do you tell the producer? Well, the producers know.
Yeah. It's hard. I don't know what the right move, because he's not just going to be like, okay, well, who's doing most of the bullying, and then he's not send them home. Like that's not how it's going to work.
That's not how it works usually.
It's gonna be this whole thing. It's gonna take away from a group date, and
well, that's
gonna be dumb. I don't know.
Because like when Victoria told him about her and Marilyn, whatever.
Yeah,
that annoyed me because I'm like, of course she had to tell him.
And he fell for it. Yeah. Well, he was like on her side.
Yes.
And sent Marilyn home.
Yes. So then when Katie went to tell him, I'm like, I usually hate when people do this, but I don't think she had bad intentions.
No,
like,
I don't
think she's using it to get ahead. Like, I think it's genuinely bothering her. Mm-hmm. Like, it's bothering everyone else.
Right.
Like,
right. So we'll see what happens, but I swear to God, the whole episode, I was just sitting there like, this is so dumb. Like, just shaking my head, because I'm gonna watch it regardless, but I know how stupid it is.
I don't think there's gonna be a proposal.
Hell no.
And
there shouldn't be. If there is, then that just means like they're pressured into proposing, because the man's not ready.
I don't see him with any of the, like,
no.
I just don't feel any strong connections at this point yet. Except for Michelle, and she just got there. So
yeah, we don't know. And then that blonde girl Heather still has to show up. When is she coming? Like, I mean, I'm ready for the next Bachelorette, to be honest. And I hope it's someone from a previous season, because I know I said I didn't care that he wasn't from the Bachelor world, but now I'm kind of seeing, like, because he doesn't have that past. He's never been in love. A lot of the people who've been on the show got really far in the last season to where they were in love with the person. We need that type of experience.
No, I know what you're saying. Do you think that they'll bring a Bachelorette from this season, or do you think they're already filming that?
I think I did see somewhere. So you didn't watch Peter's season?
Who were they considering bringing back? I saw something about this.
Well, Kelly was one of the girls that they just broke up. She did not win the season. She went home like bottom 5, I think. But they ended up getting together after the show, and they dated for a while. Everyone thought they're going to end up together. Mm-hmm. They broke up, and she whatever. And someone asked, would you consider being the Bachelorette? And she said, yes. I like Kelly. People like Kelly. She's relatable.
Well,
so
maybe she'll be it. I don't know who that
I'm
is.
I'm sure they ask a lot of girls, because I could also see them doing like someone kind of like a Claire situation. Someone who's been in the world for a while, is a little older.
Mm-hmm. One last note that I had, which we both read this article from US Weekly, an ABC exec says that they explain why they brought new girls and why Victoria is not a plant. Mm-hmm. So really quick, I'll just pull up the article.
I think that's actually the article I read on Facebook that had all the women commenting saying they're not watching the season anymore, because the executives are making up this drama for no reason.
Well, according to this dude, he just said, we got a record number of submissions. We couldn't fit everyone into night 1, and we had interesting girls. So these 5 girls, they had already met with them, and they knew from the beginning they were bringing them later.
Yeah.
And then what he says about Victoria is that you can't have people who are not going to do anything and will just be wallflowers.
That would be me on the show. Yeah. I'd be so boring. I'd be too normal.
Exactly. Yeah, that's essentially what he's saying. Well, and then he says,
but he said there is a real connection. I don't believe it. Matt, show me some proof in that, because you seem like you want to die every time you're with her.
Well, I would too. Yeah. So the guy goes, I'm not saying the show was made purely to stir up drama, but certainly a strong personality like Victoria is good. And then he says, Matt has said that this is something that he is attracted to, a woman who is her own woman and who is strong-willed. So you can't argue that Victoria is not that. But
no, you can't argue that. She's not mean. Strong-willed. Yeah, she's a mean girl, and I think they are writing a script for her. Like, sorry, buddy, but I don't believe you.
He said, obviously nobody is mad that Matt is keeping her around, but at a certain point, if he really doesn't see a future with her, he will send her home. No, everyone's mad.
No, I'm pretty sure the producers are like, you have to keep her on. Like, I think that's how it goes down. Like, they don't have full control. If you think Matt has full control, you're silly, because he doesn't. They do not.
Oy,
whatever. I mean, we didn't even really mention about her mugshot, did we?
No. Ugh. But her mugshot did surface.
She got caught shoplifting in 2014. A shit ton of makeup from a drugstore, grocery store, whatever. Great.
And she addressed it.
Yeah.
Oh, these girls are nuts. Okay. Yep. All right. Justin Bieber celebrated. Well, celebrated is not the right word, but
he rejoiced.
7 years ago, this past week was his anniversary of being arrested for a DUI in Miami. So I did some further digging because at the time in 2014, I feel like I didn't fully understand. I was in college. In high school.
Jesus, that doesn't sound young, but I guess like no one I knew was going through that. Like that kind of thing wasn't.
Like I knew he always went through a rough patch because I was a huge Justin Bieber fan, like in middle school, and then
like I think the fame got to him kind of thing. He got
hit rock bottom essentially. So if anyone else is curious, listen up. So Justin was arrested at 19 on suspicion of drunk driving, drag racing, driving without a valid license, and resisting arrest after being pulled over. So that was the big thing. Yeah, which I didn't know all that. And then
I'm sure he was like, I'm Justin Bieber. You can't arrest me. I don't need a license. Wasn't he driving like a really, really expensive car? Probably. Like a Maserati or some shit.
Probs. Yeah. I wouldn't expect anything less. So tests came back and they showed that he had Xanax and marijuana in his system, although the alcohol level was under the legal limit. So great.
Yeah, but he probably wasn't prescribed Xanax.
Probably not.
And at that time, marijuana, that was a bigger offense.
Yeah, for sure. So months after this arrest, he pleaded guilty to reduce the charges of misdemeanor, careless driving, and resisting arrest. He avoided the jail time, but he was ordered to undergo a 12-hour anger management course. Interesting. Okay. Complete a DUI education program. Okay. Pay fines and make a $50,000 charitable donation. I thought that was,
it's crazy. I mean, I guess that's the thing. If you have
that
money.
Yeah. But then
it's like, I have to donate to charity. Ugh.
Right. But then this story gets weirder. So also around this time when all the DUI stuff was happening, he was accused of throwing eggs at his neighbor's house in California. So then he was ordered to pay the neighbor $80,000 for damages.
$80,000?
Do you think that eggs caused $80,000 with the damages?
What did he put in those eggs? Or what did he wrap something around the eggs?
No idea. Jesus. That is bizarre. Have you watched his YouTube documentary that he has? It's like a series.
No.
It like just came.
I don't think so.
I watched one.
I've heard of it.
So in his 2020 documentary on YouTube, he admitted that when he was younger, he was addicted to drugs. And he said, there was a time where I was sipping lean, I was popping pills, I was doing Molly and shrooms. But I feel like we all kind of knew.
Who wouldn't at that? Like
he was really down and out.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, when you have the money, the fame, like
at such a young age, I feel like
it's easy to get into stuff like that.
Well, all like the Disney, Demi Lovato, like Miley Cyrus. I mean,
right?
Like,
I mean, he's lucky nothing else happened.
Yeah.
But he did struggle. And is he sober now or no?
Yes, I believe so. Like, I don't think he drinks or does drugs. I don't think so.
Probably not.
But based on his Instagram message about this like 7-year anniversary, he's just saying he's doing a lot better and he was not proud of where he was and he is God now. But at that time, he said he was unhappy, hurt, confused, and angry at God. But God's brought him a long way. So I think he's on the up and up. I mean, he had that new album. He's married. I think he's...
Yeah, I think he's good.
Yeah.
Set.
I'm happy for him. I like him. He's making a new album now. So
I love it. I was watching... he was live on Instagram the other week, maybe like last week. And I don't know. When big celebrities are live on Instagram, I tune in for a little bit, see what's happening. And he was bringing it looked like he was bringing random viewers into his live.
Oh my God, when you texted me.
I texted her and I was like, oh my God, Justin Bieber's live.
But you sent me a screenshot of him and someone else on the bottom. I was like, I thought it was you, like based on your text. I was like, oh my God.
Oh God, I would have died. No, but it seemed like he was just bringing on random fans and like talking to them, which I thought was so cute.
So cool.
So nice.
Yeah.
But then like this random girl was on, but she actually has a lot of followers and she's a singer, but an unknown one because I'd never heard of her. But she was singing for him and she did like a cover of Holy or no his new single
Anyone. I like that song.
And he was just like loving it and then her mom like kind of came in and he was like, hi mom. It just seems so pure and I'm sitting there with like goosebumps like, oh my gosh, like
that's sweet.
He's so nice.
Yeah,
he seemed so down to earth.
He went through major stardom, like arguably the biggest
Oh yeah,
pop sensation since Michael Jackson.
He literally got noticed from YouTube.
Yeah,
a YouTube video and just skyrocketed.
Like honestly, for our generation, probably the biggest guy pop star that we will ever witness.
Oh yeah,
like
bigger than the Jonas Brothers.
Oh my God, bigger than One Direction's bigger than the Jonas Brothers. Yeah, I mean we love Joe Bros, but like compared to even then One Direction, and then compared Justin Bieber, like when we were in middle school, he was like God.
Yep, he
like,
totally
and that's
was.
not even being dramatic.
No,
like
he's how old is he? Our age,
27, 28 maybe.
Oh, okay, so maybe but he was still in that age range where like I was like, wow, like he's
yeah.
I really thought he was like hot shit.
Oh yeah, I was I
still do.
Yeah,
but yeah, when you're younger and you hear "Baby" on the radio, you're just like
it's Justin Bieber.
I want you to be my baby.
Yeah. Like, do I have a chance with you? Yeah. Gosh, great times. Did you see the Paramount Plus ad that Snooki posted?
No. You know what's weird is I haven't really seen much from her. I think Instagram really shows you what they want you to see.
I see so much of her. Like
I used to see her and Dina's stuff all the time. It's gone now. I don't know. I see like
seriously.
Who I see now.
I love Snooki posts her kids on her Instagram story all the time. I'm obsessed.
I've followed for a while, but I did not see this new thing.
So there's so many different streaming things now, like between Discovery Plus, Disney now there's Plus, Paramount Plus,
Peacock,
the hell, who HBO Max, all that shit. So she was in a commercial for Paramount Plus, and it was like James Corden, like a bunch of famous people. It was advertising for this new streaming service, and she was on it in like a leopard coat and like typical Snooki, and she was like, oh my God, I'm too hungover for this shit, or like something like that. So I'm like, oh my God, Snooki's coming back to TV,
right? And
she's been teasing it that like she's not done yet with TV. But then she posted something on Twitter saying that she was actually coming to Discovery Plus. So I, on the Pop of Tea thing, I don't know if you saw, I replied to her tweet and I was like, wait, is this Discovery Plus thing different than what you're doing with Paramount Plus? Because like, what's going on?
I didn't see it, but that's a valid question.
Yeah, because I was like, oh my God, like, well, this is great.
I am confusion.
But then someone else replied to me and said, no, I think Paramount Plus is that Jersey Shore and Jersey Shore Family Vacation will be streaming on there.
What's wrong with just having it on MTV?
I know.
You know?
Because I think MTV is like a part of Paramount or something. So she was teasing that. Because arguably she's the biggest character from Jersey Shore.
Oh, 100%.
Aside from the situation. Like she's Pauly D.
No,
like,
Snooki, yeah.
So she was in the commercial to promote that Jersey Shore was going to be there. But she's also going to be on a new show on Discovery Plus, which is called, it's like a HGTV type show. Yeah. Okay. And it's called Beach Cabana Royale, and she's hosting it.
Is it like a reality thing?
Yeah, like I think Beach Cabana Royale is a part of this HGTV show that's going to be on Discovery Plus.
I don't understand.
It was confusing on the article.
Are people coming and like how is she hosting? Is it like a makeover thing or? Okay, I probably won't watch because I'm not gonna freaking get. I'm not gonna buy Plus.
I know, like how much?
I am not spending $6 a month on that. I'm sorry.
No. But yeah, she teased on Twitter not that long ago, like, yes, I should be back on your TV screen soon. So that's why I thought the Paramount Plus thing was her way of addressing that. But no, it's Discovery
Did you
Plus.
watch that tattoo show with her?
Yes.
I loved that show.
Yeah.
I forget what it was called, but tattoo. It had something with tattoo in it.
Yeah. And you like,
how far is tattoo far?
Yes.
Damn. And I love the guy that was with her. I forget his name.
I didn't watch it like religiously, but
I didn't either. But I saw episodes and like, damn. Like I would never go on that show. You're literally getting a tattoo
of something that's someone's picking for
bad.
You. Yeah,
but that was funny. I guess that was obviously while she was still on Jersey Shore.
Right. I really like her.
I love her.
Yeah,
love Snooki. I would love to go to her store in New Jersey.
We should. Although, isn't it like northern Jersey? It's kind of far.
It's far.
Yeah.
But she like goes there sometimes.
I know, she goes almost like every day during the week, I feel like, and she posts on her Instagram story.
I love that.
Yeah. And you're not keeping up with Jersey Shore Family Vacation?
No, I stopped. I watched like the first 2 seasons, but now it's just kind of like
this season, because it's the pandemic, it's kind of more boring. Like they're in this, Pauly D rented out this resort in Las Vegas, and it's just like them there, but there's no one there because it's a pandemic. I don't know. It's like kind of boring, but
it just kind of feels like they've taken it too far. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like Jersey Shore is arguably my favorite reality series, you know?
Yeah. No, that was huge when we were in middle school and high school.
I love going back and watching all the episodes. why do you have to keep?
That's what I'm saying with these reboots. I'm like, enough is enough. Like leave
Family Vacation. Like really,
let's leave it and remember it as great as it was, and then
because they're fine. They don't need. You know, they're Vinny's stripping.
Yeah,
making club appearances in AC.
and
barely appearing. He's not even showing himself.
I can't even believe that we saw him. But yeah, like Pauly D's DJing. Ronnie, I'm sure, probably has plenty of endorsements.
Who knows? Yeah, who knows what he's doing?
The Situation has a bunch of things going for him.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, he's prison famous, but also
I mean,
like,
he also has
famous
merch and all this crap.
Yeah. So
I mean, I'm still gonna watch, but
yeah,
we've been talking about Teen Mom so much, which makes me happy.
I love it.
Because I freaking love it. But so Chelsea, she had her baby. It's a baby girl.
What is that? Her fourth now?
Fourth. Yep. Walker June DeBoer. The baby shares a birthday with Chelsea's other kid, one of Chelsea's other kids.
The boy.
Which is interesting.
Well,
yeah.
She has two.
She has 3 girls now and 1 boy.
Okay.
So like Chelsea and her daughter Lane have the same birthday. And now her son Watson and her daughter Walker.
That's bizarre.
Isn't that weird?
Are you like planning that kind of thing?
Yeah, it's weird. I know that she said the girl Walker came a little early. But she posted a picture on Instagram today.
So
Did you see
cute.
And all those kids, aside from Aubrey, because like Cole is not her dad, but like the 3 youngest all look alike. Like they all have that same nose.
They all have the same button nose.
Yes.
Like, and kind of like round cheeks, but not.
They look
in a
so
bad
much
way.
like Cole.
Adorable.
Yeah.
I
So
love
cute.
them. And I love the name Walker June.
Yeah. At first, it fits their brand.
Walker is a weird name for a girl and a boy.
Yeah.
It's a weird name.
She always said that she liked last names as first names.
I do too.
Yeah.
I love the original name because you think about it and you're like, oh, that's kind of weird, but it fits the baby.
And I feel like it fits their like, you know, country chic lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like Walker June. Like
I bet she's like, this is mean, but like Aubrey.
I know.
Like that's not.
Because I love the Watson is cute. Like I probably wouldn't
really
name
cute.
my kids any of these names, but like Watson, Lane, I think that's really cute.
Lane's cute.
Yeah.
Lane's the girl, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a Lane that's a guy.
Really?
I like the gender neutral names too. I do. Like Parker. Parker could be a girl, could be a boy.
It's not for me, but
yeah.
I can appreciate them. I like them.
Yeah.
They're nice. So congrats Chelsea and Colleen. I feel like they're gonna have one more. I feel like they're not done. Yeah.
Wow.
They just so do you follow her on Instagram?
Yeah.
Do you follow
I don't know if
their
I see her stuff, but.
They have an account for their down home DeBoers where they were building their new house. It is amazing. Their new house is amazing.
Yeah.
They like just moved in there. So I feel like now that they have this big house, they're gonna have kids, but who knows?
You know what, like there's not a theory, but I've heard a lot of people say like having a lot of kids is like considered selfish or can be considered selfish.
I mean, I can see that. I can see what you're saying by that.
I think after 4, you know, like just wrap it up.
Yeah, like I mean 19 kids and counting, like at that point. Okay, first of all,
oh my god, don't even get me started on that. Dumpster fire. I
love that show.
I mean, I love it because it's so bizarre, but
I follow
why?
I follow a lot of them and I don't know why.
Weird.
No, they are, and I don't agree with any of the things. Like they're super religious and like that's not me, but like you do you, but like the whole courting thing and you can't kiss, like F that.
That's some Bridgerton.
That is some Bridgerton-ish, which by the way, love that show now.
Really?
I have one more episode.
Oh, yes. You know what I
really
mean about
into it.
episode 6.
Yes, like what the heck? How much that's all they showed.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
Yep.
But yeah, I love 19 Kids and Counting. I can't explain why, but
are they done counting yet?
Yeah, well now like all their kids are having kids. Ugh. But where I was going with the whole selfish thing is like by the time they were on their 10th kid, it's like you're expecting the older ones to watch the younger ones, and it's like why?
And it's also like, what's the point? Like we don't need more people in this world.
No.
I'm sorry, but
we don't.
No, we got too many people. And
how do you pay for all that shit?
Exactly. And it's like you're literally just like, ooh, let's make another mini me. Like when you got a couple, like 4, it's like, why do you need more?
But this is their problem, is it's in God's hands. If they like it's God's plan,
honey. Birth control, condoms, hysterectomy, vasectomy.
But they don't believe. That's the problem.
That's weird. I'm
sorry. So do you know anything about them? Really at all?
The Duggars?
Yeah. Like,
I don't know. They're farm people. They probably live in like Oregon.
Arkansas. But okay, so I'll just give you a quick little thing here about the birth control thing.
Yeah.
So their one daughter, Jill, she's kind of more the rebellious, whatever. She's married, has 2 younger boys.
Okay.
Her husband said some not nice things about a transgender show that was also on TLC. Okay. I Am Jazz. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
I've heard of that, yeah.
So he said some not nice things on Twitter because they're very much like gay.
Conservative.
Yes. So Jill and Derek got kicked off of 19 Kids and Counting.
Good.
Because,
As they should.
Yeah. And yeah, Derek just should not, yeah. Like, even if you think certain things, just don't put them on Twitter.
No.
So they were out.
Have repercussions.
Right. But now it's actually interesting because like I watched, they have like a YouTube channel together and they do like Q&As and stuff. And they are the one couple though that are way more normal in the fact that like they use
they use birth control or
she said she doesn't. Yeah, she didn't say exactly what they use, and I don't know what they believe in.
Right.
Because I was thinking, like, I'm surprised she hasn't been pregnant in 4 years or however long it's been. Because they get pregnant so quick because they don't use protection.
Yeah, when you don't use protection and you don't pull out.
So I think they were alluding to either that or because I don't think she said she was on the pill.
Yeah.
So they do something though, obviously, to prevent pregnancy. And I'm like, you know what? Good for you. Instead of following your parents' footsteps.
That like every time you get pregnant, whatever. You can think that getting pregnant is a God blessing from God, but not doing anything to stop it and then getting pregnant and being like, that's God's will.
It's like no, that was your choice.
That's something you choose.
Like, yes, babies are miracles because obviously like every time you have sex, you're not going to get, well, you're
and
probably
some
not
women
can't
have kids. Some guys can't have, like, it's definitely a blessing, but
it's not, but like if you have unprotected sex, no, that's your thing. Like, what did you think was potentially going to happen? Like,
right.
That's why,
that's bizarre.
Like when people say, oh, my baby was an accident. It's like, but was it though? Because you chose to.
Well, I think more people say like planned or unplanned, maybe. But accident, true. Because then if it's a real bad accident, you can clean that up. But
yeah, so I don't know. That was just a whole rabbit hole of things. But anyway.
Wow. Ooh. Maybe I'll go down that rabbit hole like and watch their YouTube and look into it more.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, because like
they have way different views than
I love
their family.
watching like 1,000 Pound Sisters or whatever.
Sydney, I am obsessed with 1,000
I pay my bills. My bills are paid. Did you see that TikTok?
No.
The one of them.
They have a TikTok?
No. Someone made a TikTok of them, of a conversation they had, and now everybody is redoing it. Oh my gosh, I need to show you.
They are so gross, but I love them.
Why do we watch?
Like, bitch.
Why do we watch things? It's because it's so interesting and like people are like zoo animals sometimes.
Yeah, it's like, how can people live like this?
Yes.
Like there's people like this that exist.
Yes.
It's insane.
Did you watch Little People Big World?
Didn't get into that one.
I did, but then they got divorced and things got weird.
Yeah,
John and
K+8. Obsessed. Well, they're from this area.
Dude, I met John. He was DJing. Because he's a DJ.
He's literally a DJ at the freaking Morgantown Fair.
I have a selfie with him. He DJ'd at this bar in Lancaster, and literally, I went and I was like,
he's so desperate.
DJ John, like, and I took a picture with him, and he creepy. Like, I feel like he was creeping on the college girls a little bit. I mean, not many people were there. Trust me, I was like,
no, I was obsessed with them. I mean, now they're all messed up and whatever, but
I used to love them.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Mm-hmm. Any other TLC?
Oh, Dr. Pimple Popper, My Feet Are Killing Me.
I love that.
Have you ever seen My Feet Are Killing Me?
No.
It's people with really weird foot shit, and they go
is
to
that
like
on? Is that a separate show, or is it a subdivision of?
Oh no, it's separate.
Oh, duh.
But it's like these people with the most sickening like fungus and like
corn.
Yeah,
but awful, like so bad that they probably can't walk.
Yeah, a lot of them like they physically are whatever, but like it's so satisfying to see it like get taken care of. You know, like same thing with Dr. Pimple Popper. It's gross, but I can't stop watching
like all the cysts.
Yes, I'm like, yes, squeeze it,
get in there. Ew. Ugh. Yeah,
it's good stuff. All right. Well,
what else now?
Everyone, follow us on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter
and
Facebook,
and
we're on all of it now. Okay,
we're all on all of it.
Gotta
do what you gotta do to be irrelevant in this world.
Yep. We about to go viral up in here.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Have a good weekend.
See ya. Bye. Thanks for listening.